this is first in a number of ways for our streams, so I guess I will introduce the game that we're going to play as well as myself on the start. So this is a ROM hack of Pokemon Fire Red, which I made quite simply. There are, as I just found recently, this is my first ROM hack of Fire Red, very good tools for altering the Gen 3 Pokemon games. I'm mostly an art streamer. Every stream I've done so far has been an art stream. But I also do pixel art, and I do a lot of art in the Metroid fandom, so what I did here is I made a hack where you get to use a Metroid from Metroid as one of the starters in the game. As far as just one of the starters that I changed. Hello Bargain Sawag, what's up? We're playing the Metroid ROM hack. I finished making it. I still haven't tested it all the way through. I posted some images on my Twitter. That's as far as I tested it. Basically, I went all the way up to Misty. But I have the Metroid started, programmed all the way to its final evolution. So yeah, this is my first gaming stream. Yeah, as I was saying, I also do some pixel art, so I made some art for a Metroid starter. I gave it a moveset, I gave it its own base stats. It's all in the level of the base stats of the original starters. I substituted Bulbasaur for it, and it learns as many moves as Bulbasaur. It has the same total base stats. So it's not like, because it's a Metroid, it's not like super strong. It's actually quite weak early on. So I think it's basically impossible with the AI of Gen 3 for me to win this first battle. I think I'll just lose straight up. Like, I'll try to win, which will make it take a little bit longer, but here it is. I see, Metroid is your choice. It's difficult to raise. I actually changed the Bulbasaur, supposed to be like the easy one to raise. But I changed the dialogue to say it's difficult because it's actually quite difficult early on. Do you want to give a nickname to Metroid? Yes! The Metroid will be called Baby. So the rival will have Charmander. I have ideas for possible expansions for this game where I will add more features. One of them would make the rival's Pokemon be Ridley, with like the evolutions of Ridley that you see in Other M, where it starts as a fuzzy little guy and then turns into like big quadrupedal monster and then the familiar Ridley form. It looks really cool so far. Thanks, Bargain. So yeah, this is the back sprite for the Metroid. It's teaching me how to play Pokemon, but I'm just gonna lose here. There's not a whole lot. So Metroid starts with Leech Life, which is a bug type absorption move, and String Shot, which just lowers speeds, not very good. Because Metroids, they kinda didn't do that as much in Samus Returns, but it really looked like it was all full of a kind of a web texture where Metroids lived in Metroid 2. And also there is that stuff. There's a kind of a hive-like thing which is in Torian in Super Metroid that was also in Metroid 2, which I felt kind of implied that Metroids weaved that kind of stuff. So I gave it like a String Shot for that kind of thing. But it's quite useless here. As you can see, my attack's not very effective because bug against fire. Even though fire isn't actually super effective against this Metroid because it's bug dragon, which I did in part so it has an ice weakness. I'm still in a disadvantage. just because I'm absorbing life, it's kind of taking longer, but I just wanted to show how little damage I can actually do to this Charmander right now. Which is why I'll probably not fight him in the way to victory road. Early on there's an optional rival battle. I'll probably just skip that, at least at first, because I'm way too weak. I'm just going to start saving in case anything happens. This is in part a test run. Okay, we don't have running shoes yet. It's an annoying thing about Fire Red. You only get the running shoes after Brock. And if you have to grind in this game, it's probably going to be before Brock. So that's kind of annoying. I won't be fighting PGs. I think PGs are not a worthwhile fight at this point. I'm trying to make it not very grindy. This is the part that I've already played through, and we will need a decent level to fight Brock. So I'll try to get the level mostly by fighting. This isn't where I'm supposed to go. Mostly by fighting trainers that give you extra XP. Just so I don't grind too much. Did you decide every move it can learn? Yes. I programmed a full move set for every stage of the Metroid's evolution. In part, what this playthrough will be is a playtest of that move set to see if it's balanced and to get like feedback from anyone watching on like different moves that it could learn. So this is a kind of a 1.0, not even a 1.0, I think the 1.0 version will be after I like balance it based on this playthrough. This is like the beta version, I guess. But yeah, other things that I would add going forwards would be changing Leaf's sprite so she looks like the Pokemon trainer version of Samus that I made art for. Changing the rival starter to Ridley. Changing Squirtle to an X Parasite would be the idea. Because I like the idea of having a starter that starts to transform, like Ditto's move, and then learns other stuff. So it would start as an X Parasite and turn into Psyx, and then the monster Psyx from the end of Fusion. So maybe like start as a poison, then metal poison. And I just like the idea of it starting with transform, but also learning other stuff. Maybe having like poison point or something as well, because you can touch it or it will infect you. And just getting PGs. I would fight Rattatas, but I think PGs are not a good idea. Oh, and finally I would make Mewtwo Mother Brain. But that would be like the whole of it. I wouldn't like want to expand it into like making everything Metroid team. And not a single Rattata. What are the odds of that? I think there are about as many PG as there are Rattata. Sorry about that. Maybe I'll have a bit of... Oh, I have to talk to the old man now. This is so annoying. Who would the rival be if you had to change him? Yeah, I don't know. There aren't like evil humans so much in Metroid. So I don't have like an idea for the rival. I'd probably just leave him be. Okay. I'm going to save just because we are past the annoying tutorial stuff. Yes. Okie doke. Saved. I forget what that item is. Wonder if it's worth going around. Oh, I forgot to change the options. Text message fast. Oh, it's already... the options are already correct from my other test playthrough. Yeah, I play on set. I never got Switch as the main mode in Pokemon. Basically, Switch battle mode is that when a trainer is going to send like the next Pokemon out, they tell you what it is and give you a chance to change your Pokemon for free, which is completely like outside the rules of normal Pokemon battles and basically gives you a superpower. Like, I don't get the point of that. It's kind of just cheating. And I also won't use items in trainer battles, at least, just because again it's kind of unsportsmanlike. Like, you can just... I gotta start fighting at some point. Caterpie are good enough enemy, but as you see, like, it's really weak. Leech Life has a 20 base power, but Caterpie is pretty useless. So we can start working on a better moveset later on. But I wanted, you know, like, the idea is that this isn't early levels, it wouldn't be like a grown Metroid, it would be like the recently patched Metroid, so it's still very weak on the start. But I actually think, like, late game, I think it will be quite good. In part because it's Dragon type, it's very good, and also it has some strong bug moves later on. Not the strongest one, which is a Mega Horn, I think, in this generation, because it doesn't have horns, so it didn't feel right to give it Mega Horn. But it's good to have a strong bug move, because the strongest Gen 1 Pokemon are definitely... Like, should I even be fighting a Weedle? It could poison me. I do have a potion. I'll take a shot. By the way, the title of the stream is Art Stream. Oh, could you change that for this stream? Yeah. Can I change that from here? I think I'll just leave it. I don't know how to change it. Oof. I changed the category and didn't realize that the name was a thing separate from it. I'm going to run out of PP. Oh, that's a problem. Let me see if I think 5 will even kill it. It won't kill it. I'll run. Wow, yikes. It's even worse than I realized early on. But yeah, I shouldn't be fighting Weedle. Weedle takes too long. But I think I'll learn Bind soon, and Bind will increase a lot the amount of output that I can do before going back to Pokemon Center. But yeah, like, the thing with Metroid, the Metroid would definitely be like the one that's weak early on and powerful later. I thought that would be more fun. So I made it purposefully quite bad in the early game. You can change it. Yeah, I can probably, like, I think you can, but since I don't know how, I would have to, like, pause and stop playing for a while. So yeah, I gotta administer my PP better so I don't end up in this situation. I think I just run for hunt for a retarder real quick here. Come on, there you go, finally. I got animations off right now just so the early game is faster. I'll probably turn it on later just for like the visual aspect of it. I don't want to like fast forward too much because that would be the audio is kind of annoying. It actually does a lot of damage when it actually hits me. There you go. Alright, let's try to not make this too dragged out. Did I get the item there? No. This is a potion? Yeah. Hi, what's up, Two God? Oh, I didn't mean. I got distracted by chat real quick. I didn't want to fight this guy. Fuck. This is going to be a problem, actually. I don't know if I can even win. Oh, I think I lost. Actually, I think I'll just take the loss because it will be faster. I'll just string shot until it kills me. That sucks. Oh, I just left it as green. Didn't have any great ideas. I'll just lose already. Ah, this is embarrassing. I was going to avoid this guy, but I got distracted. I'm not using items in battle, by the way. Like I could probably like brute force it if I used potions and antidotes. But we're not doing that. And anyway, it would take forever. Because like my only attack is weak against poison, so I can fight Weedles. Usually you can just run from Weedles, but when it's a trainer you can't. Yeah. I try not to make the early part too dragged out, and I'm not doing a great job of it. I'll just fight the other trainer. In whatever, yeah, gather piece show up. Next level, I'll get bind. What ability did you give the Metroid? Original Metroid has levitate. The later two evolutions have shed skin. Because like in Samus, like in the original Metroid 2, they all float. Like in Samus Returns and the Omega Metroid in Fusion, just walk along the ground. And things like shedding skins to like reveal a new form is the whole thing with Metroids. I wanted to give them shed skin. It's also a better ability because they are strong against ground anyway. So making them immune to ground is kind of whatever. This guy has a wheel. I'm stupid. Good thing I saved. I'm just gonna reset. Where do I reset? I wanna wait waste you guys' time anymore. Blah 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 blah. Oh, I just turned around. I'm getting so distracted talking to chat that I'm like forgetting where I am. I think. Right? Like, I talked to that same guy. I think this guy just has Caterpies. Or maybe I'm being stupid now and I'll just have to reset again. I think I talked to the same guy again. Yeah, I talked to the same other guy. Let's just learn bind and get unstuck from here. So yeah, we can't just make two like straight of a line to Brock because Brock's quite difficult. Like Bug is a physical move. Like even I assume in later generations Leech Life might be special, I don't know. But in Gen 3 types as a whole are either physical or special, and Bug is physical. So Brock's Pokemon start off with a high physical defense and it only gets higher. So I will learn Screech later on, because Metroid's Screech. It's making me I'm already slower than you, there's no point in you making me slower. This will be a battle of attrition. And I'll actually have to heal again. Just to get my PP back. Crits, this is not good. So yeah, I'm going to have to go back to the Pokemon Center one more time, but after this I think we're good. I'm also just going to buy some potions and antidotes this time, now that we have some money. Oh, we're almost level 9. I think level 10 we'll get Screech, or I actually don't remember whether you get Screech or Vice Grip first, but either one, like they will both make a huge difference right now. So we're going back for the first time. For the last time, I mean. Should I kill this Metapod? Evolved Pokemon give more. Let me see how much damage bind does. Nah, it's not worth the time. I'm out. Way too slow. So yeah, I might have overdone it in making the Metroid weak at the start. First time I was testing stuff around, so I didn't notice as much, like how much slower than usual this early game is. I'll just get that ball. What is that ball? I totally forget it. I can speed up a little bit as well. Just a potion. Should I fight the rival, since I'll be going and not coming back? I think there's a lot of XP, and Charmander doesn't have any new moves, I don't think. I wonder if his PG has Gust. I'll save and check. No, actually, no, never mind. I don't have a strong enough attacking move, and PG is just going to sand attack me a bunch and just probably win over time. I'm making this a solo run, if it's not clear already, so no use for Pokeballs. At this point. Or although I could catch like a Furo later. Catch a Furo to trade for a Farfetch'd to use as a HM slave. Because I will need those. But there's no rush for that. Alright, let's make it to the other end this time. I'll save here. Let's go. I'll fight maybe like one more Pokemon before the mandatory bug catcher. Not this one. No way. Come on, give me a Caterpillar Metapod, no. Wonder what this guy has. Come on, be easy to beat. So yeah, like my first mental note right now is probably ease off on making the Metroid weak early on. I just wanted to get a Leech Life in before it hardened. Now I'll just bind. Mostly for like PP management. I think I can just kind of fast forward through this. For some reason this emulator, the fast forward doesn't fast forward that much. Maybe I got my settings weird. Like I messed with it and I could make it skip more frames, but it wouldn't actually become faster, it would just skip more frames. So just for your guys' patience, I'm going to... Mine even misses a lot. It's very bad move. Game balance is something I struggled with multiple times. It's often tempting to make things too hard. Yeah. Especially in like skill-based games. You always want to like balance it so it's fun for you, but you're like the creator of the game, so you're absurdly good. I got Vice Grip finally. So things will get a lot faster now. So yeah, maybe just give it Vice Grip earlier. Like give it early instead of bind. Because that bind is so bad that I wanted to put it really early on. Maybe just make everything be earlier and just forget about Stream Shot and make it start with Leech Life and Bind. Because it's so bad, I feel like it's fair. Ah, we almost made it without an encounter. Yeah, just gonna pop out. Seriously? I thought there was actually programming that prevented that. That you couldn't get an encounter in the first step. And I also didn't know that turning in place counted as a step. So this guy, I think, has a Weedle, which would make him annoying. Yeah, so you basically need to have Vice Grip to get past this guy. I don't think that's like a great... Like, it's not great to have. You have to be level 10 to even make it to Pewter. PokéMetroid, question mark, is going well. I mean, it's not going so great right now. We're kind of thinking that it's a little bit weak. We're going to revise it to be stronger earlier on. Like, I'm pretty sure it will be strong on the long run. I wanted to make it kind of weak at the start, but I think I overdid it. This is too weak. Let me just go to the Pokemon Center first thing. I wonder if I can beat the junior trainer. Yes, I am. If I can, that's probably enough XP to get Screech and beat Brock. I think, probably, maybe. Let's try it out. I basically never play Pokemon with sound, but the songs are nice. Geodude's the big problem. Because basically, like, Leech Life is super weak. But Vice Grip is weak against I even missed. Now it's even stronger. I don't feel like this will be viable right now. Let's see how much Vice Grip does. Yeah. I might just reset depending on how much damage he does. Let's see. So the worst thing is... Oh, crit! Yeah, okay, that's going to help. I was going to say, like, the worst thing is that I would probably win, but it would just take forever. I'm going to fast forward through this. Don't wanna, like, bore you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna... Ooh, now they critted. But I think we're fine. I think Sentru will be, like, a lot more chill. We can just Vice Grip it. So we got Geodude, but we're kinda hurt right now. I am at level 12 now, though. Let's see how much Vice Grip does. That's not amazing. I think I'll Leech Life a little bit, because I'm afraid. Oh, this is just 1 HP boost. And I'm afraid of these sand attacks. Like right now I'm not getting hurt, but it's... Oof, this might not be good. I don't wanna... After all the time the Geodude, I don't wanna have to start over. Oof, that's not good. That's not good. I think it has no useless moves. Like defense curl is actually a problem. All my attacks are physical. And I'm missing like crazy, which is not even that bad luck considering how many sand attacks it did. Okay, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm pretty sure it will always scratch ya. Oh, I lost a bunch of money. I should spend all my money now. So definitely let's make Metroid the last crap in this start. I'll spend all my money so I can just lose for free. Like I'm not going to reset, of course, because I did level up from the Geodude. Like that remains. So I just spend all my money on potions and balls and stuff. Not that I need that many balls. There, I'm out of money. I think we can just go there and do it this time. I should have spent my money before. But oh well. You actually don't lose that much money in this generation, I just noticed. I think I lost 90 something money and then I had, what, 300 to spend? Wasn't it like half your money in Gen 1? I might be misremembering it, but I thought it was like a ton. So yeah, let's Vice Grip right away, get at least one decent hit in. Oh, and I'm just gonna fast forward this again. So yeah, definitely make it stronger earlier. But I think with this fight now I'll have Screech and I'll be able to just go straight for Brock. It's also a pain because you don't have the running shoes in Gen 1. A crit, oh no. Geodude got freed from Bind, but I'm not going to use another one. I'm just going to like beat the Geodude over and over. And we'll lose to Sandshrew, come on, give me some help. I want a crit. Just one crit against the Sandshrew would probably do it, because there would be both the extra life loss for him and the extra healing for me. For the people who just joined, we're not using potions because we're not using items in battle. I'm getting really good hit luck actually, considering how many times I got sand attacked. Oh, and a crit. Okay, this is absolute I'm out of PP. I think Vice Grip has a higher hit ratio. Yeah, we actually got really lucky. Hey, thanks for the follow, Mosserim. Hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, thanks, Lagan. Yikes. So I'm just going to get my PP back, and we're gonna do Brock. Or are we? Any part protagonist trainer? Any plans the protagonist with trainer Samus to replace? Yeah, yeah. I was saying like the extensions to this hack that I would make would be probably the first one. I have an art of Samus as a Pokemon trainer, just change the protagonist to that. And beyond that, then I would make Charmander into Ridley, make Squirtle into X, and later like the X Parasite and then Sax, and then make Mewtwo into Mother Brain. Those would be the ideas for expansions for this, but right now we're playtesting the Metroid. I want to, do one thing at a time, so it's like finished and it's already like a full thing. Let's see, can we beat Brock without Screech? Last time I just used Screech against Brock. I think I'd probably get Screech by Onyx, so I'm kinda hoping. I was following you from Twitter, lovely art, you have the thanks. Yeah, we're usually an art channel here. When asked how did you get in the Metroid series? My first game that I actually owned was Super Metroid, which came packaged with my Super Nintendo. So I was like never not in the Metroid series. Like I was 4 years old when we got Super Metroid. So yeah, let's do the same tactic here. But yeah, so I also the pixel art I also used as like a teenager. I always messed around with ROM hacking, like the Super Metroid Smile, that's the name of the level editor. Lunar Magic for Super Mario World. I usually, I just made those just kind of for my own enjoyment. But it's also something that I feel tempted to do more of. So I just figured now that I have a stream, it was always an art stream. This is the first time I'm streaming a game. Almost to the next level. I think the next level will probably get Screech, but oh well. If we don't win this, I'll just fight a wild Pokemon, probably get Screech. And it's actually a pretty easy battle with Screech. So, oh, they have, what is it? It was probably like Rock Tomb or something. Onyx in Gen 3 actually has a rock type move. I got lucky last time then. Just didn't use it. This battle might actually be harder than I thought. Now we really have to rebalance this. Last time I just came in already with Screech and destroyed Brock because he would just defense curl a bunch and I had Screech, which is 2 stages, and then I just leech life the enemies to that. But this might actually be hard. Level 2, really? Oh, because I think it shares Pokemon data with the part of the path that's before Viridian Forest. But one more will actually level me up anyway, so... How would Ridley evolution line look? In Metroid Other M, there's actually a clone of Ridley that starts as a little fuzzy creature and then sheds its skin like a Metroid a bunch of times and just have different forms. So it would be like the tiny fuzzy one that 14 still doesn't have. I really need to buff this thing. How didn't I notice how bad it was? I guess I was just testing. Did I leave a trainer behind, I wonder? So yeah, it would be like the fuzzy one, the quadrupedal monster one, like the long face, and then just Ridley. And for type, I'm kind of wondering, it seems weird for Ridley not to be fire flying. He kind of looks like a dragon, but that's less objective than the fact that he does fly and he's a flying type, and does spit fire. I could fight the rival. I guess I'll just fight the rival. But early on, I don't know what type it would be. Like, ordinarily I'd make it dark, like the first forms, but later, like, I'd have to like lose the type. Yeah, it just seems kind of weird. I knew series since I was 8, but never finished the Metroid game yet started really. But I love the designs, concept, atmosphere and stuff. I don't know why, but Metroidvania genre is so hard for me to get in. Maybe because the labyrinth-like design. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's the kind of game that I do finish a lot. It's really like compulsive to me because there's always like a next thing to explore, right? So it's the kind of game that I really go back for. What's the thinking behind the Metroid's typing? So I wanted it to be a bug because I think Metroids are very bug-like, and I do like the bug type. And it's a dragon in part because, you know, it's fairly dragon-like, like the forms that it evolves to. But also, I needed it to be weak to ice. It would be very weird if it wasn't weak to ice, and if anybody doesn't know, in the Metroid series, like the weakness of the Metroids is just cold. And there are only two types that are weak to ice, which are dragon and ground, and dragon makes more sense than ground, so I went for that. Blarg and Metroidvanias are hard for me too. I prefer when games have an overworld. Metroid is really cool to watch though. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just, you know, this very personal taste kind of thing. For me, I find them pretty, like, compulsive to play. Even if they are, like, great games, I actually don't think the Metroid-style Castlevanias, like Symphony of the Night, are, like, that good as games. Like, I think they're pretty basic. But I really enjoy them, and I like I've played every one of them. Hey, thanks for the follow, Mecha Goblin. Oh really, I thought you'd go for Psychic Dragon because he's from outer space and, you know, looks like a dragon. Yeah, but it doesn't really do like psychic type things, and it does spit fire, so I'd feel kind of obligated. And you know, he's always like the boss of the fire world. It would feel weird for him not to be fire type. I use potion instead of antidotes. Alright, ice weakness, but yeah, makes sense. Otherwise, be flying or ground, that wouldn't work. Yeah. Flying is also weak to ice. Flying just feels like such a bad type. Like electric, ice, and rock are such common attack types. I could also play, one thing that I considered playing is like ROM hacks of Metroid games. Not my own ROM hacks, I don't have any finished ones. This is just mess around with. But it's actually a lot harder to make like a... Finally we're learning Screech. Or learning instead of buying. Buying's getting kinda useless. For Baby Metroid was bug flying, you'd never get past Brock realistically. So I think the typing decision is good, yeah. The bug flying is very bad. Should I fight the rival just for the extra XPs? I might as well, I'm down here already. I'll just, you know, accelerate things a little bit. Not having the running shoe sucks. Yeah. I didn't want to make it flying, because like floating. Floating Pokemon are usually flying type. It's usually like stuff with wings. But yeah, so the one big decision thus far is make it stronger earlier. I think I'll actually just give it Absorb really early on, so you can just get past Brock and call it a day. I didn't give it Absorb because it's the same level, like it's the same base power as Leech Life, so it felt redundant, and Leech Life has, you know, stab bonus. And I didn't want to like give it too many moves, you know, to be learning moves too often. I gave it exactly as many level of moves as Bulbasaur. So I didn't want to overdo it because, you know, seemed redundant. But just because Brock exists and does have a rock type move, which I totally forgot that he had a rock type move in this game. In Gen 1 it just has Tackle, Bite and Bind, I think, or just Harden. So it really sucks. Like Onix, it's not very good in general, but Brock's Onix in Gen 1 sucks. So you can kind of get past it with basically anything, but I forgot that our rock weakness is actually relevant here. For some reason it just didn't use it for me, and I didn't like finish it in few turns. My strategy was just using Screech a bunch of times, and he just kept using Tackle and Harden, which I thought that basically every trainer in Gen 1 exploited type weaknesses, or tended to, like was more likely to use a super effective move. I guess not. Sorry, in Gen 3, I think it's just said just Gen 1 right now. Gen 1, most trainers just use whatever. They attack under randomly. They'll even use stuff that makes no sense, like they'll use Dream Eater in Pokemon that aren't sleeping. I think it's really bad. Yeah. Would you consider maybe editing moves for this hack as well? Might be better for Leech Life to be base 40 instead of 20, since all starters start with base 40 type move. Yeah, but I didn't want to, like, I wanted this to be Fire Red, but you have the starter, right? I wanted people to be able to bring in their knowledge of Fire Red and like be reliable, you know. Like, there was one, I hope I'm not saying anything wrong here, but I think it was the Ultraviolet hack of Fire Red, which basically makes every Pokemon up to Gen 3 catchable and like evolvable. You can complete the Pokédex just within the game. And also has a bunch of like quality of life improvements. You get like a bunch of starters. You can basically go into a little safari zone to pick your starter from a bunch of different Pokemon. I think it implements special and physical type move differentiation from Gen 4. There's a bunch of cool stuff, but I think they changed Gyarados, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, the evolution of Magikarp. I think it changed its typing to be Dragon type, and I thought it was so weird, because everything else was like within the established rules of Pokemon, but that one they just changed one thing. And actually, you know, if it was back in Gen 1, I think it would have been cool for it to be Dragon type, like Water Dragon. That would be neat. There's a bunch of typing stuff that I think is pretty lame about Gen 1. They use the same type combinations over and over again. There's so many ground rock, there's so many poison and grass. There's so many poison types, there are like more poison types than normal types in the game, it's kind of weird. Yep, Gyarados. You pronounced it right, and yeah, I like hacks, do quality of life, but feel water dragon. It's a bit weird. I thought it was a bit weird that they took that liberty. It feels so random. I'll do 2 screeches. I think it's worth it. And now I'll start with Leech Life, just so I get a bit of life back. So I thought it was a weird liberty to take. I just realized now that I have these tools I could, quote, fix it and just revert that one change. But it was a really cool hack. They work really hard on it. Like, it has a whole manual that talks about like the areas and where you can find each Pokemon. But he has like a full guide to the game. Oh, I didn't get a level up. So I'll do 2 screeches and I'll just hope it doesn't use a rock type move. Rock Tomb, damn it. Okay, it's not that bad. Fell my speed, but that makes no difference. Do I use another screech? I'll just Leech Life, I'm afraid. Okay, I'll screech. Oh, it's using Bind now. Alright, let's Leech Life. I think I win. I'll just fast forward a bit and, you know, hope. But I think I won. I think even if it just started using Rock Tomb now, yeah, now it's a big deal. Okay. So this was way harder than it should have been. Thanks everyone for sticking it out. But we evolve at level 20, so we'll be evolving soon. And now we're just going to breeze through. The next session of the game. Like, we're so over leveled right now. We should be beating Brock at like level 10. We should not necessarily for Metroid because I want it to be like the one that's not very good in the start. Basically, is there a point? I don't think there's a point for going into the museum right now. I don't think I need to do anything there. I'll drop by the Pokemon Center real quick, more for PP's sake than for... Oh, I didn't get the town map. Yeah, we don't need the town map, we know freaking Kanto. It's fine, it's the only Pokemon generation. I kinda know Gen 2. Kind of. But I'd really want a map in Gen 2. I just didn't play it as much. And gift from God. We have the running shoes from the start. I wonder if I could just grab an IPS file for a hack that just gives you running shoes from the start of the game and apply it on top of the Metroid thing. Because it's such a quality of life increase. It makes such a huge difference. It's basically torture. Like, playing Gen 1, the worst thing about it, like, it's one of the buggiest mainstream games I've ever played. Probably the buggiest. Because I never actually played Sonic 06 or anything. That I ever played, but still, like, not having the ability to run is worse than every bug in that game. it's torture. So we just fight the trainers, get some XPs. So what are you guys doing? Usually it's more like conversational in the art stream, and now we're kind of more talking about the game, but you guys can still tell me about your days and all that stuff. Asshat Cat, what's up? Thanks for following. Yeah, we're going to be level 17 now. Do I get an attack at level 17? I think we do. Mega Drain. Yes. I'll put it over string shots, just completely useless. I never got the point. Actually, in a solo run, I'm pretty sure there's never a reason to lower someone's speed. Because, you know, if you're going to, like, die, you can lower someone's speed so your next Pokemon outspeeds. But if it's only one Pokemon, like, you spent a turn to, like, maybe go before in the next turn, is that ever? His baby, yeah, I nicknamed it Baby. Does Metroid get Bug Bite? It did at some point, I don't remember if that's in the final. Baby, yeah, baby emote. I don't remember if it's in the final version, it might just get a better bug move later, and like skip this one. Because there's some stuff that I don't fully understand about like memory allocation, where if you add an extra move, you have to like take memory from elsewhere in the cartridge. I was kind of worried about messing it up. So at first I just made the hack keeping the same number of moves and everything. But I'll move stuff around, I'll see what I can do. But I'm going to do a full run with it as is before. Actually, the good move the Metroid have right now is Screech. Screech is a 2-stage stat altering move. It's actually pretty good. But I thought it was an interesting thing to be good, you know, rather than having like a really strong attack. Having a good stat altering thing, I thought was a bit more interesting. But I'll revise the whole learn set. I was also thinking about making the learn set a little bit more different. I follow the rule that most Gen 1 Pokemon at least follow, where like the learn set of a Pokemon past its evolution level is largely the same as if it had evolved. But I was thinking of maybe changing it and making it really different. Like making the Metroid learn a bunch of like stronger absorption moves early if it stays in the early form. So you could have like a bunch of different runs. You could like give up on learning like the electric moves from the Gamma form by delaying evolution, but instead you would learn like Mega Drain and Giga Drain early. I mean, Mega Drain's already early, but like learn Giga Drain super early or something like that. Or other like chomping based move like learn Crunch or something that the other ones don't learn because they don't have like the teeth of the larva form. Mega Drain's weak, what am I doing? Unrelated question, who does the Pyromancy Flame figure belong to? Oh, I forgot the username now. This is a really frequent viewer, but the username is just not coming to me. Yikes. I could look it up, but I just forgot, sorry about that. I keep saying I'm bad at usernames. I'm just going to Vice Grip. Vice Grip's actually pretty decent, base power wise, but it's a normal move, which is pretty lame, especially if you're not a normal type. It's good against nothing, and weak against rock, which is, you know, not uncommon. Yeah, I'll just keep Vice Grip. I'm just kind of fighting these because it's a bunch of trainers that we'll lose access to later. I won't fight all of them, I won't take like the bottom path. I'll actually just fast forward a little bit. I'll try to make this playthrough like not super grindy. Pokemon, you know, can be kind of a monotonous game at times to watch. I will skip that girl as well, actually. Because I'm pretty sure I'll just have Thunder Shock when I get to Misty, so she'll be free. Are there Pokemon in the base game that benefit from delaying evolution? I don't have a lot of Pokemon knowledge. I don't have a lot of knowledge about the newer games. I know stuff about like Pikachu learns agility, I think, but not Raichu, stuff like that. Sometimes they lose some. I also don't know if Pichu learns Volt Tackle before the level where it would evolve into Pikachu, but I'm pretty sure Volt Tackle is exclusively to Pichu, right? Stuff like that. Yeah, there's a Stone Evolution. Nuzleaf gets a ton of moves, but Shift Tree gets next to none. Huh. Yeah, I'm less knowledgeable about Gen 3. It was actually I didn't even consider doing this in Gen 3, like it seemed like such a non-brainer to me to do in Fire Red, because I play Gen 1 just so much more. As I've mentioned a bunch of times on stream, I really like already knowing a game and like thinking of strategies kind of ahead. I find that very enjoyable. I often enjoy my second playthrough of a game more than the first one. So I enjoy playing Gen 1, which I already, you know, can think ahead for stuff. So let's save just for safety, basically. Oh, I'm gonna get a Magikarp, right? Should I? Shouldn't I? Is there a point? There isn't a point. Like, it's basically free, but like I think it's 500. But there's no point to it. Like, I'll need to surf eventually. And you could probably, like, by the time you need to surf, you could probably evolve Magikarp to Gyarados pretty quickly. But you can also just fish something with, like, the Good Rod. And actually, before that, you just get the Lapras on Silphco, so there's not much point. So I think Surf and Strength are taken care of by Lapras. Could get a Furo. I think there are places coming up where I can get a Furo and just change it up to Farfetch'd. Oh, I can get Paras. I'll get Paras here, which is good for Cut and Dig. I won't even fight this guy. Other than that, there's a few Pokemon that level up, evolve normally, and that will move lock behind previous form. Like Flygon can only get Fissure, for example, if you level Trapinch to about 70. Wow, that's really high. But Fissure, is Fissure worth it ever? I never use one-hit KO moves. Like, I think I've only ever used it like for fun, basically, to exploit the glitch in Gen 1, where X accuracy rather than making your moves more accurate, just make them infinitely accurate. So you can just always hit one-hit KO moves as long as your speed stat is higher, which is how it works in Gen 1. Every gen after that, you have to be higher level. So I never saw much of a point, because killing someone who's a lower level than you in one hit really isn't that impressive. So adding on top of that a low accuracy is actually not very good. Fish is definitely not worth it, but if it's there if you want it, yeah. So yeah, it's not just me. Yeah, just one hit with Earthquake, right? You're stronger than the other Pokemon, you can probably one hit with Earthquake most of the time. And here's a Paris. I'm pretty sure you need to go to the lower levels to get a Paris in Gen 1. Let me leech life it. It's super effective, right? Bug doesn't resist Bug. I was thinking it was neutral because it was Bug, but Bug doesn't resist Bug. But that was pretty perfect actually. Let's Pokeball it. Yeah, Paris is... That didn't work, huh? I'm surprised. That has to have been a very low odd. Paris is very bad, right? Like it's double weak to fire and flying, right? That's not good. That is not good at all. Should we give a nickname to Paris? Do you guys have a name? I could just call it Shumi. What did you say? I'll call him Good Lad, actually. Oops. Good Lad, there you go. She has a heart, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it will never be used in battle, but I'll just give it cut later. Escape rope. Is there a moonstone down here? Not that I'll use it. Why do I want a moonstone? It's completely useless. I mean, I guess I can sell it. I need to paralyze heal. I didn't realize it. I got stun spored, I guess. There you go. So yeah, I'm not even allowed to use it in battle. I guess. Should I... Let's make the rule that if I get like howled or something, I get to switch back to Metroid. I don't have to like reset. I can use my turn to switch back to the Metroid. And that's fine. Did you replace Mewtwo with the Queen Metroid or something? One of the things that I will do if I decide to like expand on this hack will be making Mewtwo Mother Brain. Because, you know, I want to keep it Psychic. Psychic is just so good. Pokemon? What is that? One of those newfangled VG games? Yeah, we're playing Metroid with... We're playing Pokemon with a Metroid. Not Metroid with a Pokemon. Will we see Art of Samus dressed as a blue leaf? I do have Art of Samus as a Pokemon trainer, which you can find in any of my links down below. Is this a trainer? What am I doing? I got distracted. No, it isn't. Yeah, that's fair. If you get Roared or Whirlwind, having to reset from that would be a bit much. Yeah, it would be annoying because I'll probably like forget to save a bunch and then like have to replay it, and I'm trying to make this watchable. So I won't make it like super strict rules. Also, like the last time I played Pokemon was actually my first Nuzlocke that I actually like finished. And I did not enjoy it very much. The difficulty curve was a mess because it was just really difficult early on and I had to be really careful. And I got really bad luck where I kept getting Spearows in like every route. So my team was just a bunch of Spearows. Yeah, it's Bug Dragon, because it was kind of bug-like and dragon-like when it becomes like the evolutions. And I needed to be weak to ice. So I thought Dragon was the best way to do that. I also didn't like. I like the idea of it being like Metroids, like they're resistant to most like conventional weapons. You have to like freeze them and then like hit them with strong like impact, like break them. So I like them being, and they absorb energy. So I liked it being strong against electricity and not being weak to fire. Like, it would feel weird for it to be weak to fire, considering how useless that kind of energy attack is in the Metroid games against them. I should have just bought a repel. Place dragon types with the X parasite so you can easily beat Lance. Yeah, I was thinking, am I really strong against something? What's dragon strong against? Is dragon strong against anything? Or is it just... I mean, like, is the... Like, I know the dragon type's resistant against a bunch of stuff. But are dragon attacks even strong against anything? Or is it just like a fully defensive type? Also fun to think of like what types Metroid Prime, Moochtroid. What are Moochtroids? Is there like a name for? Oh, Mocktroids, like you just double deal. I feel like Mocktroids should be the same type as Metroids. You know, there's a lot of Metroid enemies that would be fun to put in here. Stop giving me ideas. I already like it's already would be such a huge investment to just making like the 3 starters in Mewtwo, which is all I'm thinking of like eventually doing now. But yeah, I want to make X Parasite eventually. It would be like the 3rd one that I did. I'm running out of PP. I'm just going to stop. Let's see if I can yeah, good. Did you know that if you run, they are more likely to face you? It's like a stealth mechanic. I should have bought a repel. Why didn't I buy a repel? I thought, no, it would be great. I'll be leveling up off of Geodude, but there's too many. I don't need all the level up. Resist. Yeah, resist grass, fire, water, and electric. Yeah, but it's not like good against anything, right? Like a Reaper is just a space bug. Yeah. Rocket butt. Yeah. Yeah, there would be a bunch of fun stuff to do. So I was thinking X would be like poison, and then evolve into Psy-X and be metal poison for like Psy-X, and then like monster Psy-X from the end of fusion. And I could just use that sprite. I could kind of cheat. I think the monster Psy-X sprite is probably about the right size to be a Pokemon sprite, so I could just use that. It's also kind of front facing, like it would probably work. I'll just steal the art. Oh duh, yeah, Dragon's good against Dragon. So yeah. So like Metroid and Ridley, which would be like instead of Charmander, could be good against each other if Ridley was Dragon type. I was thinking of that. But then I'd have to give something up. I think I'll make Ridley not a flying type. Like it will be one of those things that has wings but isn't a flying type, like Caesar. Or what else? Is Venomoth a flying type? I think it isn't. I think Venomoth is bug poison, right? Also Beedrill, bug poison, has wings, isn't a flying type. So I'll probably make Ridley. Should it be Dragon Fire or Dark Fire? Because I like the idea of like the earlier ones being dark, because they're like so gruesome in Other M, like the little monster thing. Dark Fire, yeah, maybe Dark Fire. Yeah, let's go with Dark Fire is fun. So how would Dark Fire be? Like, fire is neutral because I'm Bug Dragon. Does Dark have any relation to Bug or Dragon? Okay, I'm full. My worry, like I'm saving here because I'm a bit worried of running out of PP. Dark would be neutral. Yeah, so it's fine. So they're neutral against each other, right? Bugs 2 times versus Dark. Oh boy. So I'd actually be good against him. That's kind of bad. Wait. But isn't Bug weak against fire? I think Bug is weak against fire, so I'd be neutral against him. They'd be neutral against each other, right? Dark and Dragon is neutral both ways. Yeah. Perhaps Dark Fire would be neutral. Yeah. So that's good for me. I like the idea of neither being good against each other. Oh, I still have all the Vice scripts, so it's fine. I think the Scientist later probably has like Magneton, so I had to save a couple of Mega Drains for it, but I think I'm good. So that's good, I like that. They'll be neutral. So I was kind of, thinking, maybe I'll do Ridley and X, like that's the last one, like the last thing in the list for me to do, right? It's really not that enthused about it. Then I realized that, oh, we're evolving! Check it out, I'm gonna let it play out. We are a Gamma Metroid. Yeah, so I was saying I wasn't that excited until I realized that transform is a thing and it could start to transform, and I really like the idea of having transform but also other moves. Having like transform but also like be able to poison the person, because transform is kind of bad. Because it kind of becomes a worse version of the other Pokemon. Like transform gives you, for like people who aren't like super into, oh, hello there, what's up, Dead Wolf? We're playing, we just evolved, we just became the second form of Metroid. Rhyme, I'll just use a normal attack. Crit, nice. So yeah, transform's kind of bad because you have the same stats except you keep Ditto's HP. And all your moves have only 5 PP, which I never got why they did that. It doesn't have Magneton. Why did I think it had Magnemite or Magneton or something? Just because it's a super nerd? I guess sometimes they have it. Oh no, there's still another one, but it's a Voltorb. Voltorb isn't metal, right? Only Magnemite. I was trying to use hello there on the Omega. Oh, cool. Oh, you're already here. I'm a dum-dum. I just took the hello there as you coming in. Yeah, this isn't the Omega actually, this is the Gamma. Omega is the last one, but we won't be seeing Omega this today, but because it only evolved. I'm pretty sure this is indifferent, so yeah, just a Helix Fossil, whatever. But yeah, like someone had the idea to make like different versions of Italy and stuff with stones, I'm not that knowledgeable. If I got in contact with someone who's like experienced and knowledgeable about Pokemon hacking, we could do way more elaborate stuff. Like if anybody on chat like knows somebody, actually someone commented, maybe I should DM them. Someone commented on my Metroid post who I guess was working on like a crystal ROM hack. They probably already had their own project going on and wouldn't want to like work on something in parallel. But I could DM them and be like, hey, do you wanna, if you know about Pokemon ROM hacking, do you want to like do the ROM hacking part, so I'm sure I'm not like messing up the game, because I'm always worried about like using up memory slots that are, you know, meant for other stuff and like causing a game-breaking thing without realizing that messes up the memory. And you know, then I wouldn't notice for a really long time and I could lose a bunch of work. So I'm doing really safe stuff. I'm only... Oh, I actually don't have Thunder Shock yet. But I can probably get it by killing the rival. By beating him in a totally normal, non-violence dogfight. Might as well catch a rare candy, why not? I am in a server group that is focused on ROM hacking. I could see if anyone would be interested. I would very much appreciate that. Yes, thank you. Yeah, someone who's experienced in Gen 3 ROM hacking, Fire Red specifically. If I could just like work on the sprites and like talk to them, like they could add me on Discord and we'd talk over like the movesets and stuff, and I could just work on the sprites, we could do that super quickly. Or like, hello, I saw the sprites you made, they look awesome, thank you. Yeah, we're just playing it right now. We're already with the Gamma Metroid. Let's buy some stuff. Let's buy some super potions. We're not using potions in battle, but it's good to have just for the road. Oh, he spent too much money. I'll just beat the rival and then I'll buy a repel. Over which Pokemon is the Metroid? Yeah, as I said, I am not adding new stuff because I'm not comfortable reallocating memory. I don't know all the rules for that. So I'm just substituting stuff. So Metroid is Bulbasaur, Ridley would be Charmander, X would be Squirtle, Mother Brain would be Mewtwo. I also have like basically a free slot if I wanted to use it on Mew. But I actually don't know, like I just downloaded the hacking tools. I don't know if I just saved, by the way. I'm just saving again. So I don't even know how to change like where Pokemon are found and stuff like that. I haven't messed with any of that. I'm just figuring this stuff out. But I noticed that the stuff that I wanted to change is actually super like user friendly in the editors. What should I do? I'll just Vice Grip it. Let's see how it does. Huh. Well, Gust is a very bad move. Like my normal effective move is doing more than like the super effect. I got critted. This is bad. Does it have custom stats? Yes. All the base stats, learn stats, both for like leveling up and with HMs, the move, tutor, and egg, all are edited. Oh, I chose the wrong one! It might very well just kill me. No, I just used tackle like an idiot. It has to have bite or something at this point. Does it evolve 3 times or even 4? I'm not getting a good luck with crits. I might very well lose now, because I'm not going to get a lot of health from this. Oh, now I get a crit when it's completely pointless. I'm not getting a lot of health from this. I didn't even get any. And he's going to use Charmander, because like Abra is weak against me, so it's last. So this is really bad. Come on, I outspeed, but it's not very effective. Yeah, I lost. No. Oh, and I have to just lose this Paris now. I should have deposited it. I'm just going to... What can I use? Should I reset? I'm just going to reset. That has custom stat, yeah. So it will evolve into PokéMetroid or Omega. Again, like, if we get a ROM hacker who can do this really efficiently, because I'm not very good at it, like, the most time consuming stuff, something that it's probably like avoidable. Why did I come back here? I was fully healed. Where, like, I draw the sprites with their palette on Paint, and then I import them into the program. But first I have to reduce it, like change color by color, so it's in colors that are accepted by a 16-bit bitmap, which is very low colors. And then like import this 16-bit bitmap, and then adjust the palette to the right one, and then like each time it imports, it uses the palette randomly, so it can you stop creating for like a second? Isn't it like an 8% chance flat in Gen 3? How is it creating all the time? With Gust, it's not a high crit move. Jesus Christ. Am I going to lose again? I mean, I might get enough health back from Rattata if it doesn't like crit me also. But it's really low, like it doesn't have a lot of HP. Yeah, I'm really weak. I'm going to die. I'm going to lose again, this is ridiculous. This is not supposed to be difficult. Oh, I'm dumb, I should just fight Misty. What am I doing? I was like waiting for Thunder Shock, like I don't already have Mega Drain. This is so... okay, like I deserve whatever I get. This is just very bad gameplay. But I might actually win. If that was like a range. It wasn't. Or maybe it wasn't, I just got the bad range. Although, no, I won. I actually won. Because Abra doesn't have any attacks. Abra's just here to heal me. Oh, it's Bug Dragon, yeah. The more I think, the more I wanna mock up other Metroid enemies as Pokemon, thanks to other M. We have enough forms of each have 3 stages, for example. Yeah, I like the next one that I would change in order would be making Charmander really. Really just being on foot because he's too big to fit on frame, yeah. Old Smash memes. The clutch, yeah. That was some high level gameplay there. We just got Thunder Shock. What should we substitute it for? Leech Life is my only stab move right now, but it's also base 20. So being stabbed just makes it base 30, which still, I think, worse than Tackle in this generation. Golden Statesman is now following, thank you very much. Just like a lower executor, yeah. Pokemon is a very good franchise for crossovers, yeah. Yeah, one of the things that I really liked about the Bug Dragon is like I checked because I'm not that familiar. Like the latest I played was X and Y, and I didn't even get halfway through it. So he's coming back to give me. It gives you the fame checker. I still don't know what the fame checker does. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll do a full playthrough. And might do multiple ones if I later add like the other starters and stuff. But then I'll probably do one again when I have 1. Rebalance the Metroid, 2, which we're testing the balance now, and 2 like implemented probably Ridley and like Mother Brain. Because we can't have all the starters in the same run, like the other one just wouldn't appear. Looking for Famadias. It's the most random key item ever. Which... Oh yeah, the fame checker. Yeah, I don't know what it does. I really don't. I have never completed the fame checker. I didn't even know that the fame checker was something you complete. I also never got that thing. What's that thing with like the reporters in Gen 3 who ask you to like choose a bunch of words from a list? I never get like the weird side things they add in Pokemon. Like I never look into them and I never know what they do or why they're there. Fame checker was nice to learn about Lorelei, who I had/have a huge crush on. Oh, do you get like you can see you on TV. You use that to see yourself on TV? I don't get it. Why do you need an extra device to see yourself on TV? All gym leaders, you can learn little backstory stuff with the feature. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Oh, the reporter, I mean. Oh, so you go on TV and it spits back like the phrase that you chose on TV? I don't see the point of that, but okay. But then again, I don't see the point of a lot of stuff. I really didn't like the bottom screen on X and Y. Like, I really liked it in Gen 4. I thought it was pretty nice. I don't really remember in Gen 5. But I liked it in Gen 4. And because you could, just be looking at your team down there, see how their HP is doing, or like switch to other stuff. I always like on DS games when the bottom screen is just something that you can switch what it's displaying and it has like extra information. That's like my favorite use for it. So you don't have to like stop stuff to get into a menu. You just glance down. It's really nice. Omega Drain because I'm not full health. So this should be pretty easy, like... Yeah, Misty is like the easiest one. Nothing they do is going to be very effective. But I am confused. Huh. So I guess not theoretically impossible that I lose. And if we're going for it... Yikes. But there's really not a lot of way they can beat me. Like I'm constantly gaining life. Even if Starmie has something like confusion or something, the maximum we can do is confusion because I'm bugged, like I'm strong against it. I'm really not doing a lot. Oh, its special is really high. Also, my special isn't very high. The Metroid is mostly a physical attacker. The way I made it, I would like to hear you guys' input about this. Huh, this was closer than I thought. Super potion, whatever. The way I made it is the Metroid's highest base stat is actually HP. Followed by like attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed. Is how I did it. Because they're really bulky in the games. How am I missing this much? I'm getting amazingly bad luck. I actually lost. That was incredible. Like the amount of bad luck that took. Now I just go out with Paris. What's up? And I didn't even save before Misty because of how astronomically unlikely it was. I'll have to reset because I can't use Paris. Oh, I did save. I thought I hadn't. Okay. Yeah, no, I can't use it. I'm doing it as a solo run. Okay, that was just embarrassing. I'm just gonna speed through it. Crit. Crit in, I'm confused, I'm going to lose again. This is amazing. You can totally kill me. I think I'll actually lose. Okay, I got ridiculously bad luck back there, but then it got better. Basically, it's, you know, averaged out. As a bug dragon, does it get more dragon or bug moon? Yeah. It's just because, basically, of base power. They have kind of a high base power, but still in this form I'm going to get Dragon Rage. I think it's the next move that I learn actually. And then bug moves just kind of leap from really weak ones to some fairly strong ones, so I didn't have that many options in Gen 3. So Nugget Bridge, which is a bit, it's kind of a drag. But I feel like I left a subject hanging. Right. It might be better to give it higher defenses than HP. The reason I gave it a lot of HP is that it will have absorption moves throughout its lifespan. Like it starts with Leech Life, then Mega Drain, then Giga Drain. And I wanted them to always be the most useful possible, right? And you get the most use out of them if you're like losing HP and getting it back and you have a lot of HP. Then if you have high defense, is what I figured. But I think that might be a small enough difference that I should give it defense rather. If it gets more bug moves, since bug moves are physical, this gen will get special attack lower than special defense. Otherwise, if it gets good amount of dragon move, then special attack will be good. Oh, dragon special! Huh. I wasn't thinking about that. I was kind of thinking of it as normal. It gets both, but it just felt to me that usually they're more like they attack more directly, like they have like those little lightning bolts that the Gamma uses, and sometimes like in other, in Samus Returns, the Omega has kind of a fiery beam thing, so I gave it flamethrower and stuff like, and it makes sense to have like Dragon Breath. But they just felt more like physical attackers to me, so but it's not like a crazy difference, but it's a bit more physical attack. You really thought about this. I'm already impressed how much the sprites and type, which is the sprites and type replacement. Yeah, those are fairly easy to do actually with the tools. The tools are just really good and really advanced nowadays. But there's some stuff that I feel is probably like, I probably do it in a much more time consuming way than it has to be. Like I was saying, I think I didn't convey it properly what I was saying. Let me try to explain again. So I draw the sprites on MS Paint because I have like an older version of MS Paint, like the Windows XP version, because the new one sucks. They basically just make everything take 3 times more clicks than it used to. So I do it there. It's a great tool. I really see no need to use anything other. Anyway, then I have to import them, right? And what it accepts are 16-bit bitmaps, which basically all a 16-bit bitmap has is like a light and a dark version of every primary and secondary color, plus black, white, and 2 shades of gray, I think. Like I think it literally has 16 colors or something. So it has those. Oh wow, I think Vice Grip's the best thing for the middle run. Oh, crit, good. Anyway, so basically I draw the sprite the way you're seeing it. Then I have to use like the eraser tool in Paint. If you right click, oh, we have Dragon Rage. If you right click with the eraser tool, you can like substitute one color for another. So I just use that to translate it. Then I import it. Then I create the custom palette within the game for like the front-facing sprite. What will we? I think. Which one should we? Because I'm thinking that Thundershock and Mega Drain might be kind of redundant, because they're both good against water. Then what else is grass? Good against ground. Vice Grip's 55. Like it's the strongest, but it's not good against anything. I actually think Vice Grip's gonna go. Although it is no. What will it do? I think Vice Grip, because Dragon Rage is fixed, so it's kind of redundant with normal. Like normal is good because it's pretty reliable. Like it's good. It's not weak against a ton. But Dragon Rage is just 40. It might one hit this. Let's see. Nah, almost. So it's. So for the first sprite, I get to just import it. It comes up with like the ugly palette, and I create the palette around it, right? So it looks good. Then, but from the back sprites, then I have to import it, and it just interprets those same colors like differently the second time that I import it. So I have to, within the program, which doesn't have a quick tool for substituting colors, like just take the little bucket tool and like recolor them all over again with the palette. And I have to do that for both the back sprites, and then again for the tiny sprite, for the tiny menu sprites. And there's another thing where I actually lucked out, in which I can do good menu sprites for Metroids with Bulbasaur's menu palette. because the actual, you know, the little miniature, I'm going to show it to you because I actually never showed you. We skipped over seeing like the menu. I think I never showed you like the original Metroid and the menu properly, but here is the little animated guy for the Metroid. This is actually the Bulbasaur, the Ivysaur palette, because they share it with a bunch of others. If I could choose any palette from Pokemon, I'm sure I could do it fine, but I don't actually know how to do that. So I'm using the Pokemon that I substituted, like their palette, and that does the job perfectly fine for this one, but it wouldn't for like Ridley and Cyrex. So that's a bit worse. So that's something I would like a ROM hacker to help me with. So that's kind of annoying. And all those things, I feel like a ROM hacker would probably know how to do them like immediately, in a way that doesn't take so long. So I could like just focus on drawing the sprites and thinking up the learn sets and all that. And someone could help me with that stuff. Just having basic knowledge, I figured that that's something they could do really quickly. So if that happened, like we could do a more elaborate hack in like no time. But otherwise, it's actually a pretty big time investment. Sorry, I talked a bunch and left a bunch of messages out. You really does this tool only work with Pokemon, or can you, let's say, create custom maps for Metroid? There are ROM hacking tools are developed for individual games generally. The only thing that's going to work for several games will generally be sprite editors, and even then it can only work for certain sprites. Like there's Tile Layer Pro is one that you can open like a bunch of different platforms. You basically just open the entire binary code of the game in the image format, so the sprites appear there as 8x8 bricks generally and without their palettes applied. So but you can add a bunch of stuff. But some games like Gen 1, like the first thing I went down the rabbit hole that ended up with this ROM hack when I was just trying to change the player's sprite in Gen 1 to a bug catcher because I was going to do a bug only run. And I became aware that in Gen 1 the front and back sprites for both Trainer and Pokemon are actually compressed in a way that doesn't show up in normal tile editing software. But otherwise, creators make hacking tools for individual games. Metroid games are actually, at least last time I checked, were quite complex to hack. Like the hacks that I did do were like changing around little things like item locations, blocking certain paths, you know, changing certain mechanics. Smile, which is the editor, actually lets you change a bunch of stuff. It actually change physics, but changing the actual like location of the rooms and having more rooms or more items, you start moving memory around if you want to make a certain room bigger or smaller than it was before. And that stuff gets really complicated because you need to allocate memory properly and not overwrite stuff, and it gets fairly complex. Not like just drawing a map, you know. It gets kind of complicated. And a bunch of stuff used to bug, you know. I get stuff and like it was mostly working, but if you entered a different area from a certain path, like it would mess up one background in one place, and now the ROM is useless because like I messed it up a certain time ago and I don't even know what messed it up, and now my ROM hacks is just messed up, you know. It was really complicated. Maybe it got better over time, but I don't think it did. So some games have better hacking tools than others. The hacking tool for Super Mario World, you might see, like even if you watch like GDQ, they play a ton of really elaborate, really well made Mario World hacks. Even with like the official Mario Maker now, they still use Lunar Magic, which is this older ROM hacking tool. Even way back in the day when I was in high school, it was just an amazing tool. It was so intuitive. It looked like it was made by like the developers of the game. It's so good. But yeah, there's different tools for every game. Some games have like amazingly easy to use tools. Others are way more complex and require like actual programming knowledge that I just don't have. Electric types at least would have a coverage for flying types. Yeah, electric moves. Yeah, but not ground, you know. So each one has like the good and bad. Oh gosh, I love watching GDQ, but I haven't watched their streams in years. Yeah, I've watched some recently. They do a lot of Super Mario World ROM hacks. Today I learned about Crystal Flash in Super Metroid. I never knew that that thing existed. Oh really? They show you in the demo, after you've cleared a certain amount of Super Metroid, if you if you leave it in the start screen, the demo will change and it will show like further areas into the game. And the demos in Super Metroid like show you little things. But early on they're showing like basic mechanics of the game and stuff, and there may be secret passages, you know, really basic stuff. But the later demo shows you both infinite bomb jumping and the crystal flashing. And they actually teach you how to do the crystal flash, even though you can see what buttons they're inputting, because Samus crouches down while pointing up, which is only possible to do if you hold both L and R. And then she turns into a ball, you know, drops a power bomb and does the crystal flash. So you can deduce from that how it works, and that's pretty neat. There's also a special move that you can do as Maria in Round of Blood, because I've been in Round of Blood for the PC Engine CD. There's like a bottom combination, it's like a Shoryuken kind of sequence of inputs. And the way they teach you is they like do it slowly a bunch of times, so it does like the separate actions. And they keep doing it faster and faster until the special comes out. And so you basically you memorize the inputs that they're doing, and you can learn to do it in the game, because you can like unlock demos in the game. That's crazy. I only watched the first default demo. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff, you know, when you're a kid you just find it out because you spend a lot more time just messing around with games. So at some point we just left the TV on longer and found that. But yeah, Crystal Flash is super useful. We were talking to someone one day about like reverse boss order in Super Metroid. Even with like the way I did it, I didn't do like the speed run that you see on GDQ, where they're like just take a bunch of tanks, because like you need to kill Ridley first basically, which means you need to go really deep into Norfair where it's hot and you're losing health all the time and every enemy takes a bunch of health away. So the way I did it is I got every energy tank that you can possibly have and like all the missile expansions without killing Kraid or any of the bosses, which is most of them, by the way. I think there's like 2 energy tanks and 1 reserve tank that you can't get before killing any boss, if you know like the secret splits. But anyway, I got all of those and a bunch of missiles, super missiles, power bombs, just because like for me to be able to do that at all, I needed to be able to Crystal Flash a bunch. Like do it twice on my way. just because I was losing so much health so fast. But like the speedrunners, they're like crazy. I think they Crystal Flash once, and the rest they just heal by getting the 2 energy tanks on Deep North Air. But yeah, Crystal Flash is really important for stuff like that, for like killing Ridley without the Varia suit. For the game itself, you know, there isn't a lot of situations where you need it. If you had that many resources, you would probably, you know, not run out of life. Like, it could theoretically be useful, I guess, if you have like a lot of missiles but played Mother Brain very poorly and now you need to survive the Hyper Beam. But that seems just very unlikely that you'd ever be in that situation, because it takes like 30 missiles, 30 super missiles and 30 power bombs to use. And 30 missiles isn't that much, but 30 super missiles is like half the maximum super missiles almost. Like, how did you not use that up yet and still are in a bad situation, you know? I don't remember what that item is, but I want it. I use Thunder Shock just because it's the one of the most PP. Let's fast forward this battle. I get the feeling it's not going to be terribly exciting. Trying to make this not completely boring. There we go. I'm surprised how much slower it feels like time goes by playing a game than drawing. Because drawing, I'm always kind of thinking, you know, I want to be efficient. So I always feel like time getting away from me. But playing the game, I feel like I'm doing a lot of progress. But not really, we're only at Misty. But it just feels like a lot of things going on, I guess. Although, you know, we're at Misty, but that early game was not a normal Pokemon Fire Red early game. Like, Charmander is supposed to be the slow started. Charmander wouldn't take half as long as the match I just took. Actually, you guys tell me if you want like battle animations. Thought about whether or not Omega Metroid would have bulletproof since missiles don't work on it in Fusion. Samus Returns, you just had to shell. Just had a shell you had to repeatedly break. Yeah. What does bulletproof do again? I don't really remember that one. But I don't know, I feel like Shed Skin is really appropriate for Metroids. And you know, it's a pretty like broadly useful ability. Bulletproof protects from sphere moves. Like Shadow Ball. Sphere moves. I didn't even know there was a thing. What are other sphere moves? Ball and bomb moves in Shadow Ball, Egg Bomb, etc. That's so weird. Why is it called bulletproof? So those aren't bullets. None of those are bullets. And it's a Aura Sphere, Rock Blast, Pyro Ball. I didn't even know that ball could round moves or like a type of move. That's very odd. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, so I'm just going to leave you guys at the stats screen, which I haven't gotten to show anyone yet. Oh, I didn't show you the Pokédex. Well, the Pokédex for First Form Metroid is in the post that I did. So here is the... Oh, I still have it. So here's this Metroid, see if it seems about right to you guys. And then here's the Gamma Metroid. Those aren't bullets, made me laugh, not sure why. No, those are bullets! And according to your description, it's not, it doesn't make you immune to bullet seed, the one attack that is bullets. But yeah, that's very specific. It doesn't seem like a very good ability, like it's such a niche thing. So I'm just going to leave you guys at the stat screen. I really gotta go to the bathroom now. Here are the stats. Using the blue. Oh, cool. Good. Alright, I'm back. The movies is being inspired, really. Really? Like Thunder Shark, yeah, I wanted to make it. And they only, these are the things, like only the Gamma Metroid learns electric type moves, like even by TM you have to teach it while it's at Gamma. And only Omega learns fire. Being immune to rock, blast, imagine a gun type Pokemon, yeah, this is the next, after Fairy, the next type is going to be gun. Interlon. Being immune to rock blast is a boom, super effective move, just thrown out. I guess, but there's so many others, you know. What's Inteleon? It's important to remember though that bulletproof didn't exist until Gen 4 and yeah. I wouldn't even know how to add abilities that weren't in Gen 3. So if it isn't, it isn't. Oh. Is it a gun? I haven't played, as I said, I didn't even play like Sun and Moon. Inteleon was a water starter. Chameleon that acts like James Bond. He shoots a sniper. Okay, that's... What am I doing? I totally forgot that I already did Bill. Oops. What's up? He has a gun. He needs Gigantamax. I gotta say, I was never a fan of these super forms as a concept. Like, they never attracted me. Like, I didn't play the games. But I never liked the idea of like having mega evolutions and gigantic forms for just some of the Pokemon. So they have kind of an extra tier above the others, which is a separate mechanic. I don't like that idea, it doesn't sound good. and it really didn't attract me to. Like when I got Pokemon X, like Sun and Moon was already out, and I chose X over it because I didn't like the idea of Mega Evolutions. I'll take a look at my TMs. I haven't done that yet. What do I have here? Check it out. Water pose, rock, ability, dig. Rock team, secret power, attract. Yes. Secret power is actually pretty strong. I should have probably used it back when I had Vice Grip, but I think I'll just leave it now. The whole Metroid line have shed skin, or do abilities change? The first one, before like it sheds the first skin, like the larva type Metroid, has levitate, which is pretty pointless. Actually no, actually it's not as pointless as I was thinking. I actually delayed fighting... Wait, how did I get sand attacked? I kept getting sand attacked, didn't I? Didn't I get a bunch of sand attacks as the original Metroid? Shouldn't that be impossible with levitate? What happened? Huh. I might have to check that. That's weird. Because that would actually be really good early game. Like sure, sand attack is a pain early game because of the PG from the rival and like the Sandshrew. Sand attacks flying type Pokemon with the ability to levitate. Oh, that sucks. the most relevant ground moves, just because like of early game. I feel like I'm pretty decently leveled right now. I'm gonna cut through here. I can fight these guys later if I want. They'll not go away. I think I can avoid one of them. Yeah. That sucks. So like the only ground move that's an exception. I'm thinking, I don't think I need any special preparations to beat Surge. Electric's not very effective against me. I don't have anything like super effective. Oh, I do! Wait, is Mega Drain super effective then? Senator, I believe it's the only exception. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh well. The bug catcher you just avoided is a perfect grind spot once you get the Versus Seeker. Really? Why? Just odd. By the way, if you wanna pop into chat, you can. Eventually he gets a Butterfree and gives a lot of XP. Oh, cool. But yeah. I feel like in Pokemon you just always want like Versus Seeker, like the latest. Sure, give me a couple of minutes. Yeah, no rush. We'll be here like the normal hours probably. Like I can't really afford to like do a full stream. Like this is more video games than I've played in a very long time. So I won't be doing like long gaming streams during the week, but I might make like in days that I'm not doing art streams, I might do a shorter stream to keep this run going. But like today's Sunday, that's why we're having like a stream as long as the art streams just for Pokemon. It won't be this big. If you think Levitate is useless, you could use abilities like Clear Body or Hypercutter. I can see abilities like Clear Body or Hypercutter. I don't know what those do, but Clear Body seems to make some sense. Yeah, I just wanted to give it Levitate because I feel like most Pokemon that Levitate have Levitate. So, since the Metroid does. But the old rod, I'm not sure if you need the old rod to get the good rod, but I'm getting it just because why not? Now let's get the bike voucher, although the bike is kind of, oh no, we need it for cycling road. I was going to say bike's kind of pointless in the new games where you can just run, but now that cycling road is obligatory, I'm pretty sure it isn't. Right? Like, I don't think you need to go through biking road. But anyway, better have it. It's a bit of a pain to go back up to Cerulean. I gotta drink more water, my throat's giving out. Clear Body prevents other Pokemon's moves and ability from lowering a Pokemon's stats. That's actually crazy good. Oh wait, is it stat? Is accuracy a stat? Because accuracy is not like a stat on the stats screen. Alright, because I was thinking, oh, maybe it's just attack, defense, special attack, special defense. Accuracy and evasion counts. Okay, that's actually really good. That could balance the Metroid. That could make like a difference. I could keep its move pool kinda crap. And balance it by having the first form have a really strong ability. It's actually better, I feel, than Shed Skin. I'll get this item real quick. It's just hanging out here in the opening, awakening, yeah, with that. Did I get a repel? I'll just get a repel. Diglett Canyon's a pain. They're gonna have a arena trap because this is Gen 3. And they're gonna have to kill everyone, I don't feel like it. There are no repels. Oh, there are. Let's get a bunch of repels. Ice Heal. Although Ice Heal is pointless, I think. Like, the only way I'll need Ice Heal is if like the opponent like just dies by themselves while I'm frozen, because it's a solo run. I can't really win a battle if I'm frozen. Awaken, paralyze here, antidote, super potion. Do I get more? Nah, it's fine. Alright, I guess I'll just save my monies. What are you thinking? I just left Omega also with Shed Skin. Because most evolution lines just keep. I was looking, like I was browsing through the data for other Pokemon, and most of them just keep the same ability throughout the whole evolution line. So I felt like one change was already a little bit, you know, not the standard. I'm pretty sure like I found one that changed to like justify me changing it. Why can't I see the repel? I keep browsing over it and not seeing it. Alright, let's go! I'm pretty sure as a solo run, the chances of me not being higher level than a wild Pokemon are pretty null. It's weird how good a solo run. Should I use another? I'll just use another one.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Oleg. What's up? I'm gonna.
Volume levels, okay.
I'm going to raise you. Can you talk a little bit more?
Yeah, I'll read some description here. Clear Body prevents other Pokemon's move or abilities from lowering the.
Let me boost your volume. Okay.
Uh, okay. I'm watching the stream.
Oh,
Check.
yeah, you should definitely mute the stream. You're going to have no idea. Like, I'm going to be talking twice. It's going to be terrible for you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but just to check my audio.
Yeah, it was a bit low, but I maximized it on Discord, so now it should be fine.
Sure. I hope it's not annoying.
A bit loud, but both of you sound fine. Yeah, so I raised, give me a second. I raised, this should be better. How's the music? Did I lower it too much? Yeah, because I lowered the desktop audio on OBS. Okay, good. You know,
Awesome.
I raised it so Warlock would be loud, but then the game went up as well. Now I lowered it on the emulator. So yeah, what's up?
Nothing really. Just taking it easy now. Like a Sunday.
Yeah, I'm starting to take weekends a little bit more. I used to just work the same on weekends as I worked on normal days, but I'm trying to actually rest a little bit.
Yeah, I think this instance of streaming this type of games and stuff, I think it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. I might also... Like, I enjoyed that week. Isn't this... I thought this was where you got cut. Did I get messed? No, duh, what am I doing? This... You get cut in the SSN. Is there no need to come here? Why did I come here?
I think it's for later. You get a flash here.
Oh, you get flash here once you have cut, right? I just saw like this pattern and I was like, oh, I have to go through it, but like, why? Did I not...
You also need a couple of Pokemons captured or registered on your Pokédex.
Oh, to get flash, right,
Because it's one of these professor helpers
right.
that ask you. You have 25 Pokemon, so
Yeah.
but I can't remember exactly what number it is.
The Q is exactly like a high enough level that repel won't work. Because it's so ridiculously high. Like Duck Trio in Diglett Cave
39.
is ridiculously higher level than anything ever like in the game that you encounter. Like it's so absurd. I did a run once that's Pokemon Blue, but you don't get any XP from battle. And I just use, so basically you always need to be catching new Pokemon, right? And like using the stuff that's available nearby because that's the ones that have like decent level.
Oh,
But
so
I
you
use...
did not-
What?
Yeah.
So I basically just used this Duck Trio, I think, all the way up until Cinnabar.
Oh,
Like, it's such
only Doctor run.
Yeah, it basically turned into that because it was so ridiculously high level that it just didn't become obsolete for a really long time. And ground's good against poison, and Gen 1 is just poison Pokemon everywhere.
Yeah. Poison types sucks really in Pokemon. If it's just one type poison, you have a lot of disadvantage.
Yeah, it's kind of bad in general. Like, you don't really want to have like stab poison moves. Like, that's kind of useless.
Yeah.
Getting poisoned really isn't that bad, especially in Gen 1, because it took even less health. And it doesn't lower any of your other stats. So it's neither that good that you can poison people, neither is it good that you can't be poisoned. Okay, but Gengar's Sludge Bomb though.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Sludge Bomb is a very good move.
Yeah, Poison has this, that it does have one decent move, unlike Bug in Gen
Yeah.
1, which has no good moves. Like, Mega Horn came into Gen 2, just like, hey, you can now do a Bug thing, and it doesn't completely suck.
Yeah, is Twin Needle on this game?
Yes,
Okay.
but it's really
I think-
low base power.
Yeah? Oh.
It's one of those like the multiple attack moves. Like, oh, it's low base power, but like if it hits all the time, it adds up to like if it was strong. But it also subtracts defense, you know, in every hit. So you know it's kind of weak here. If it's a 3-hit move, basically the defense of the guy is times 3.
Yeah. Also, Poison until Gen 6. It's only effective against Plant, I think. And
Yeah, I actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure in Gen 1, Poison was good against Bug, and then they changed that. But yeah, it's just really weak. Like it's just not strong against anything relevant for most of Pokemon.
yeah, it's also immune. I mean, metal types are immune to poison.
Yeah.
In
Both
Gen
poison
6.
and metal types are immune, and there's a ton of poison types.
Yeah, in Gen 6 also were introduced fire types. Poison to balance stuff.
Oh yeah. Then it's good against Fairy. So that's an improvement. But yeah, I just played a little bit of Gen 6. Should I? How much should I fight in here? There's a bunch of items. I don't really know what they are. Like there's crazy good items in the SSN in Gen 1, but in Gen 3. Damn it. I was just checking who had items. In Gen 3, I don't think there's anything that relevant. Like in Gen 1, there's just Body Slam, which is like the best normal move in the game.
Yes. And it sucks on Gen 1 because this place you can never enter again once you complete it. So if you missed one item.
Oh, really? Yeah, you have to go through it. But can you come back in Gen 3?
No. But there, as you said, there's no good items here.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's very interesting. I might just go straight for Rival. I think I'm strong enough.
You think you are up to the challenge?
Let's try. Let's see. It's been a while since we've had the challenge, right? Because like it started so difficult with Brock, and now I think it's. Wait, no, this is the kitchen. So we might as well, you know, make it difficult on ourselves. Let's try the Rival. Oh no! Don't eat the Rival's Eradicate.
Oh yeah, are you aware of that theory about your rivals?
Yeah, because he never uses Eradicate after this. Then the next time you see him, he's like
Yeah.
graveyard.
It's dead. Let's face it.
Yeah. He does have Kadabra now, I think, so... But it's not very effective. So yeah. Let's see how it goes.
Did you like the redesigns made for this game on rivals and the main character?
Oh, I like the Rival. I kinda prefer, in some ways, I kinda prefer the original Red.
No.
I don't know, I like the black hair, I like the jacket. Thundershock seems very good. Eradicate is actually not a bad Pokemon.
I've never used it, so I can't tell.
I
It
think
has
it's kind of
hyper effect.
surprising that it's just bad because it's like the first thing you see.
Yeah. It also has this ability, pick up,
Oh,
and I think
yes,
has
pick up. That's cool.
I think. Let me double check. Maybe I'm confusing it with Zigzagoon.
Yeah, Zigzagoon, I know, has it. I think Meow has it in Gen 1, so I don't know if Eradicate would also have it.
Oh no, it doesn't have it.
Yeah, I think it's Meow. What will I do against Kadabra? It has really high No. It has really high special in Gen 1, but I think special defense not that crazy good. But I'll still do Mega Drain. I'll still do Dragon Rage. Yeah, it doesn't have too much HP.
Oh, it has
It has Guts.
Thought Bubble, I think it's pronounced. I hope I don't butcher that,
So what?
like always. This user in chat says that it gets guts.
Yeah. Yeah, what is Guts?
Doesn't... Maybe I am confusing it with Sturdy. That it doesn't get killed in one shot. No, but Sturdy was that. Or I'm confusing stuff. There were
You can call me
very
Tot.
useful abilities.
Tot like the Egyptian god, not like Tot.
Okay.
It has an H in the end.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll just say chat user just to avoid some misunderstandings.
Oh, if it has a status, the attack is increased. Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty
good.
I like so there's like broad use. Like, as soon as Gen 3 they started introducing some moves in Pokemon that are like extremely niche use. Like the Pokemon is just learning something that like in team battles, if you swap out the other Pokemon and they come in, then that one gets a boost to
Oh yeah. Also, I've never understood Helping Hand. I don't have any idea.
Yeah, it's one of those that has to do with switching out one of the two, I think. Yeah. I don't know what it does, but I just never learned those because I'm single player.
Because it's useful on doubles. I only know that, but I don't know what it does. I only see Minoman Puzzle do that move, so...
Yeah, and they also have like their ability. Also, only boosts you if you are next to someone that has like there's a plus and a minus ability. So you have to have both of them at play. They seem so specific.
Oh.
And there are like, I think there's only one mandatory doubles battle in like all of Gen 3. So yeah, bye, trainers. Hope I never have to
especially, yeah. Especially because those battles aren't triggered by not speaking to them. On Emerald.
Yeah. On Emerald they did that. Like you never get caught by a double battle.
Yeah.
That even helps. It even makes it more niche. It's basically for competitive.
But there's something more niche, even in Gen 6. And it is, I don't know what's the name, but they're just battles that you can only use flying Pokemon that can't fly.
What?
There's some trainers that are placed very high, and they send Pokemon that their animation is flying, and only you can use a flying Pokemon. If you don't have one, you can't wait on that battle.
Alright.
Yeah, the Sky trainers in X and Y.
That's really silly. There's also, it was always funny that you can have like battles in the middle of the water. Like people come swimming up to you and like you're having battles. And you're using Onyx and
it's ridiculous. On Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, I don't know explanation to that, and it's just very like I don't have to explain it, but it's just low water.
Oh,
Battle technique is low water.
Yeah, yeah, it's like it's shallow and they're like only.
Yeah,
up to
that's
their
the worst
ankles
shallow.
in water. I mean, that's probably the best workaround they had.
Yeah.
It's also such a quality of life improvement that you get to just interact with stuff to use Pokemon abilities. Like instead of.
Oh, because yeah, in previous games you have to go to Pokemon, then select your
Yeah.
HM.
Yeah, that's a pain. For stuff that you have to be using all the time, like, I'll just fight now. I don't have to be thinking about them while I do the puzzle.
Oh, this puzzle.
I'm
Sucks.
just going to...
Real bad.
I'm just going to save and quit when Wait, did they change the rules from Gen 1? Is it different in this one?
I'm not sure. Haven't played this game in ages.
In Gen 1, it's supposed to be next to it, I think. That puzzle
Trash
belongs in
puzzle
the
belongs-
trash.
Yeah.
I think they explain it. I'll just talk to the guy. I don't know if it has to be like next to the first, like the second switch has to be next to the first one. Oh, shed skin! I just lost paralysis.
Didn't remember that shed skin was available in this version. Oh yeah, Puppytar has it.
She's got paralyzed again. Oh well. Oh, I got growth. Growth in this gen. Special attack. I do use a lot of special attack right now, but I don't know long term if that's going to be the thing. I actually think I'm going to skip growth.
I never use those moves, so
Like,
yeah.
it's kinda good for a solo run to like buff me instead of debuff the opponent because I'm going to be sticking around. I'm just for variety's sake. Yeah. This Screech was the one I was considering because for a solo run you just want coverage, you just want attacks in a bunch of different types. But I'm not entirely sure if it will be better. I mean, it's not as good in this gen as in Gen 1. Like in Gen 1, it's increased special, so it was both offensive and defensive. This is one stage special attack growth. Screech was two stages defense down for the other guy. If you're having a pinch, you can just set up on the start and then just sweep. Yeah, that's the good thing with solo. I can set up against a weaker Pokemon. This game is not as bad about that as Gen 1, with trainers having just a complete trash Pokemon at first. Like, it's very easy to set up in Gen 1 because they always start out with just a terrible Pokemon. Now they usually they can do something to you, but it's probably still pretty useful because of that. Even though it's one less stage, I feel like it's probably better. I think they're right.
Yeah. Also, these kind of moves that change your size, like I think it's pronounced minimize.
Yeah.
On Gen 1 description.
So I think I missed some words. So like on Gen 1, then silence description.
It doesn't show moves descriptions.
Oh yeah, you can have to learn what stuff does. Like they.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, there's some effect that you have to learn on like another source. Too, they explain that if you use minimize and then the other Pokemon uses stumps, the damage is duplicated.
Right. I like these crossover effects that they do. That's always nice. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Like that, Sunny Day makes fire move strong, but also lets you solar beam immediately.
Yeah, and Rainy Day makes thunder more.
I think it always
up.
hits. No?
I'm not sure if always, but the accuracy is higher.
Yeah. Because like hail makes blizzard always hit, so I figure.
Oh, and then it must be.
Or rather makes it 100% accuracy. I don't know, maybe if you have like up evasion, it's still not always. Unfortunately, to get Gen 4 and fast growth that increases both attack and special attack. Oh, so they changed it to again increase two things. Would be really nice since you also use physical attacks. But yeah, that would be even better. I checked other Pokemon to see when they learned the moves and try to make it balanced in terms of what level I learned them. I'm out of everything, but I'm fine. Feel like I'm going to be fine. But yeah, growth doesn't sound that good for something that you only learn in like level 30 something.
Yeah, there's some Pokemon that on the first stage of the evolution learns moves that are pretty good, but those moves are up to the level that they evolve. So sometimes you have to cancel the evolution.
Yeah, we were talking actually about that earlier, trying to think of him, because I was thinking of implementing stuff like that, like making so if you don't evolve the Metroid from its original form, it could learn like Giga Drain really quickly, or something like that. Make it like a give and take, right?
That sounds cool.
So,
you really put some thought about this.
Yeah.
As I say earlier, I'm just impressed with the sprite swap.
Wait, what is it? Okay. Let's look for the switch.
For the elusive switch.
It's so weird that they say there's only trash, but if the switch changes, then it can like appear in a new place.
There must be a mechanism under the trash cans.
Yeah, they like review the switch.
So when I was little, I always was somehow afraid of this gym because I said the light beams. I said that's dangerous for a kid to walk up by that place. It's so ridiculous.
Okay, I saved the game, so let's give it a shot. All right, reset. Oh no, the recap. There you go. Save's coming. Oh, I need to get my PP back.
I'm not sure about Fire Red and Leaf Green, but Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald runs at 60 FPS on Game Boy Advance.
Is that rare for Game Boy Advance? Well, most old school games run at 60 FPS.
I'm not sure, but it, compared to other games, it looks so smooth.
Oh, maybe. I like to think that the Switch is a Diglett U-boop and it just moves from can to can. Yeah, because like old school games just used to run at 60 FPS, like NES games, basically all of them run at 60 FPS, Super Nintendo games, unless like Star Fox or Doom, and it's doing 3D stuff. It was basically with 3D games, I think, that they started to lower it to 30. I don't think Surge should be a problem, but let's say just for safety. Like I also didn't think Misty would be a problem, and luck.
Yeah, just to make sure.
let's do this search.
I love that implies that there's a war in Pokemon.
Yeah, they talk, oh, in the war he was known for his tactics, like the old man was talking about what war? You never see a gun in Pokemon.
Imagine that, like, no, I don't know, using Pokemon to kill another person.
You could kind of assume that was how it worked, because like Team Rocket is this organized crime thing and they only use Pokemon. Like none of them just has a gun.
Yeah.
They could just shoot you if guns existed. So, but it seems like people just use Pokemon.
Yeah, and there were other trainers that had a whip, but on the first gen,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was.
Like last year, there was a leak of like an early version of Pokemon Red and Blue, like a bunch of files and stuff from the beta. And the early, like the first sprite for the Pokemon trainer, first he looks like a grown-up,
Oh yeah.
and he has a whip as well. So I guess the idea originally was just that everybody has a whip. But then
That's awful.
they just left kind of bad people with whips. Like there are other people, not just Team Rocket. There's some others. Sabrina has a whip.
Really?
Yeah, Sabrina has a whip in Gen 1.
I don't remember that. I'll check it out. Must be on Red and Blue,
Yeah.
because in Yellow they changed some stuff.
Yeah, they might have changed her as well in Yellow. How much is Dragon Rage?
Oh, that's right. She has a whip.
Yeah, which is weird for psychic Pokemon, right? But
Yeah.
then again, like they just seem to have like some random sprites that they use like in different ways. That game was like moved around with so much that she might not, like that sprite might not have been meant originally for a psychic trainer.
Well, there's some. Oh, she also has a whip on Yellow. Yeah.
I felt like Brock and Misty were the only ones they changed, and the Red.
From early concepts that, and also on the first game, that
Oops. I didn't-
showed this world is pretty rough, because everyone talks to you like a punk, like you're just a kid and you have to scram. And eventually, with each game, they made it like they're always friendly to you.
Yeah, it got cuddlier and cuddlier. I think the anime kind of influenced it back a bunch. One thing that's kind of interesting is the Pokemon Adventures manga. It's actually really nice. And
Yes.
it really feels like Gen 1 a lot more than the anime, which actually came first a little bit. But
That's
it
right.
feels a lot more like Gen 1. And
It's more extreme. Pokemon die on that. I'm not sure if they die, but there's an Arbok split in two.
there's some violent stuff because like they don't draw so much of a line, like Japanese media doesn't draw so much of a line on violence, so something can be like mainly non-violent and then just have a violent moment because they thought it would be fun. And
Yeah,
it's not seen as
exactly.
a big deal because most, like, as far as I read it, there was nothing violent about it. But one interesting thing is like there was no lore on the gym leaders. So Sabrina and Blaine are both part of Team Rocket. Sabrina kind
Did I
of
remember
looks
about
like
that?
a Team Rocket member, and she has a whip like the Team Rocket members. So in order to, use them more in the story, involve them in the main plot, they made her part of Team Rocket. What am I doing now? Oh, so I got Surge. Okay, so I can. What can I do now that I got
You
Surge?
can use cut. You already could use cut.
Yeah, because I
Oh.
use Clutch, I can already use Flash since
Oh, that's right.
Brock, but I'm not going to get it. I'm just going to blindly walk around the cave because I don't want to catch
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Here is more doable. on first gen is more difficult.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of probably remember what it looks like. But okay, this is Snorlax over there, right?
Yes.
Oh, I'll just get the bike and go down cycling road, right? No, wait. I can get cycling road, yeah. Or can I?
On Celadon City, once you reach that,
Yeah, but what's the next thing that I can do then? I'm totally blanking.
you have to go to Lavender Town. It's the only
Oh, right,
way.
I have cut. I could go to Lavender ever since I got cut. That's right, that's true, that's true. Oop, I forgot that I only fought one of them.
So about Lavender Town,
Yeah.
when I received the 2DS that I bought to a person, it's hacked, so it has custom custom themes.
Yeah.
And the first one that appears when I turn on the console, it's a Gengar theme with Lavender Town.
Oh.
It was such a bad omen. Like, you creepypasta.
Yeah, did you buy it from an old man who sold you
Yeah.
to you on the side of the road and you never saw him again?
Yeah.
And like the name of the profile on the 3DS kept changing.
Oh, and also, it glitched when you leave from a software. So I just deleted them because it was so creepy. It's the sound white noise. So
Yeah, that's pretty
it's
evil.
pretty sketchy. Oh, but everything is
haunted
right.
3DS there.
Yeah.
The eyes of the whatever game you play, the eyes of the main character are definitely going to start bleeding at some point.
Yeah, and the image gets very saturated.
Yeah. But yeah, I like custom themes. Mine that I just downloaded because I hacked it myself. It's actually, or at least used to be, a lot of work to do the whole process to hack it. But you had to like download a game that had like a security breach inside it from the store, and then like you used it to, there's a bunch of stuff. Kind of took a whole afternoon. But anyway, the theme that I use right now is like a Japanese style painting of like waves with a red Gyarados.
Oh, that sounds
Swimming,
nice.
and he plays a version. It's probably the Soul Silver version of the Kimono Girl team from Gen 2.
Yeah, yes.
So yeah,
From
it's pretty nice.
Liquid Shakes.
Yeah, I never even tried to pronounce the series towns from Gen 2.
I always wondered what the first town, like New Bark Town, what does that mean? Like bark like dogs? Or
I always thought bark like, I think because they are all named after trees, I think, in Gen 2. So bark is the outer layer of a tree trunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's bark.
Didn't know about that.
Yeah, I think it's just written the same, but
Oh, by the way, if someone in chat doesn't know, I'm not a native English speaker. I know it's pretty obvious based on my pronunciation and stuff, but I'm doing my best.
yeah, I think nobody's going to mistake us for native speakers. That kind of goes without saying.
So I assume that I didn't know about that, about the towns' names. So then I think Goldenrod, it's also that.
Going to head out for now, but good luck with the testing. I hope you'll be able to get in contact with a ROM hacker. Hope you'll be with the more technical things. Sorry for not attempting more streams, but I enjoy hanging out for a bit. Take care. No problem. Thanks for hanging out today.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. And yeah, feel free to like give anyone who who can do the kind of stuff like my contact. Either like Twitch or Twitter or whatever. But yeah, have a good one. I'm just gonna wait until I wake up.
Oh, it uses which move? I spaced out for a second.
Probably poison powder. I'm sorry, sleep powder.
Yeah.
There isn't a Spanish translation of Pokemon, right? Or is there?
There's the Spain one that is very, very wrong on some aspects.
Oh right, I remember that. They call Slam Portazo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to chat, Slam, like the move. They probably just put it on like a software, like a Google Translate type thing, because they translate it to a door slam, like Porta is door. They introduced it to like door slam. Like your Pokemon was just summoning a door.
It's horrible. Also, the move counter. They translated to contador.
Oh no!
And that's the provision of a counter.
Yeah, like they basically turn it to accountant.
Yeah,
Instead of
that's the
counter.
word. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so good. Yay.
Yeah, it was pretty common on early games, but the thing is, with Pokemon, they used the same translation for like until Gen 6. So you had Portazo until I think like White.
They didn't want to change it.
No, not at all.
You can admit your mistake. No, we meant to call it that.
I mean, everyone was used, so I only played the games in Spanish until I was like 12.
Okay.
Starting then, I only play games in English.
Yeah, like because there are less countries that speak Portuguese, we really don't get that many. We're doing used to nowadays. A lot more stuff gets translated into a lot more languages. Back in the day, it was very rare. So more PC games, console games we just got them because people just pirated everything anyway, so it really wasn't worth it. Like the Brazilian market would be like most of the Portuguese language market, and we just pirated everything, so it's no use.
Yes.
So we just play the English version of stuff because we are like our devices are 60 FPS. We are NTSC. So even if there was like a Portuguese, like an European version that had a Portuguese language stuff, it wouldn't work on our TVs. Like the PAL games wouldn't work for our consoles.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So we just play the American and Japanese games. One cool thing about that is that like through pirating we got like Super Famicom games pretty interchangeably with Super Nintendo. Like we just got the Japanese exclusive, and like there wasn't that much of a difference because the American we had the American Super Nintendos, but they just play like they're kind of a different shape, but they just play Famicom games. It's not region locked.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, it's not region locked at all. You can just play anything. For the NES, it has to be the late NESs for it to be non-region locked. Like the top loader NES is also not region locked. But the Super NES, none of them are. So we could just play whatever.
Yeah, I have a fun story about that actually.
Yeah,
For some reason,
just reading blogging real quick. In release Switch
Yeah.
translation, yeah, I imagine it's not like a huge population, not that many games in Switch. Yeah, but everybody, I feel like everybody in Sweden learns English, no? But yeah, go ahead with your story. Sorry.
for some reason, I always had in my house a cartridge of Donkey Kong Country without me having an SNES. It was an American copy, and one day a friend of mine had this European SNES, and one day I was bored and tried to put that game because I didn't know about region lock. I just knew that this cartridge for some reason doesn't enter to the console.
Yeah.
So I opened the cartridge and put the board on the console, and surprise, surprise, it doesn't work.
We learn English very early in school, doesn't really help when you're very, very young though. Yeah, I also got English from like kindergarten, like really basic English. I mean, I never saw so much the point of that. It's a bit early. I think they're just kinda introducing the idea of other languages and learning languages, so your brain is used to that very early on. It might have a basis just on, you know, developing your ability to learn rather than learning real vocabulary. Ooh, it's time to walk around blind.
Yeah. Oh, you reached the rock channel.
Yeah.
I don't know how much delay there is into.
Oh, really? You have
Stream.
like a significant delay enough that you...
Let's check. You're on the Pokemon Center now.
Yeah, just left. Like, when I was saying that, I was in the middle of the animation of leaving the Pokemon.
Okay, yeah. I already inside the cave.
Yeah. Oh, no. I said because I just saw the key.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm probably going to fight like every trainer inside the cave. Because... especially about more repels. Let's go. And we might stop at Lavender.
Yeah, that's a nice place to live it, I guess.
And it will be
Yeah.
before the final evolution, so we have something to look forward to.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember the cave having much good loot anyway, yeah, I have no idea. Thankfully this dude is using ground types. Yeah, 'cause Mega Drain is really showing its age already. Like, this dude is 9 levels lower than me, it's super effective, and it didn't KO it.
Oh yeah.
Ready for Giga Drain, let's go! I completely do not remember at what level I put like different moves. Look at this! Half of Slowpoke's health.
But I think Slowpoke has a very good defense stat. But I can't remember if they're special or physical.
Yeah, unless we have high special defense. Then. Which makes sense because it's like the slowest Pokemon in Gen 1, so it needs to tank stuff. Oops. Come on.
I think in this cave, there's an NPC that
I'm just going to...
gives you a cool rock move. I can't remember the name now.
Oh, I think it's near the exit though. It's like
Yeah.
down and to the left at the exit. Can I... No. Pokemaniac. I don't think the Pokemaniacs look like that in Gen 1. I don't remember what they do with the Charizard costume.
Wasn't there a trainer type that's called like Super Nerd or something?
Yeah. They usually have like Magnemite and stuff. And yeah, we fought one, the guy who wanted the fossil also. I don't know if we were already on back then. Actually,
No, I was just on Cereal City. I arrived.
yeah. Oops, let's get another repel. I need to buy more. On the what is this? Oh, that's very useful for a solo run. Although it's actually not useless, and actually the point where it is possibly useful is next, because there's like a hiker here. There's a required battle. I think that has like that self-destructs a bunch.
Oh yeah.
So if I lost to self-destruct by competitive rules, yeah, and that's like the last Pokemon, by competitive rules, I won. So I would be willing to revive the Metroid in that situation.
I think it's fair. That's a very douche move to do when you have one uses self-destruct or explosion against you, because in the same way that I think it's pronounced guillotine or
Yeah, guillotine. I don't know, guillotine, but I don't know how they say it.
But yeah, you don't expect that really.
Yeah. Oh, look at that!
Oh, a Metroid.
Wait a second. But I think no, yeah. I don't think in Gen 1 you ever
This is
fight
Obistar.
you ever fight the starter. But I guess
Yeah,
you
yes,
do
yes.
in Gen 3.
She has a Bulbasaur.
She
Or
has?
he, I don't remember.
I don't remember
What
that.
was-
It's odd. But I think the talking avatar talks when you talk as well.
Really?
No, yeah, apparently not always. Maybe it was getting like feedback. Like from my headphones.
Oh, I see.
When I said like wait a second, it was like I wasn't speaking and the avatar was talking. So that was weird. Oops, I pressed R. It's not actually super effective with Dragon Range. Like it is technically, but it's a set damage move.
Well, you don't have another choice really. The other moves
Yeah,
don't seem to be very effective.
yeah, and they were all otherwise weak. I really don't like how in Gen 1 set damage moves ignore immunity.
How come?
Well, the set damage moves in Gen 1, like they don't care. You can use Seismic Toss on a ghost
Oh yeah.
and stuff like that. You can use Nightshade on a normal Pokemon. They just don't care. It doesn't feel like in the spirit of immunity.
Yeah.
To have it ignore that. Like ignoring like resistance seems okay, but ignoring immunity is hard.
Oh, hiker.
Like, oh, you can punch a ghost, but you can't grab and throw a ghost.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's fine. The Nightshade, like, ghost, okay, normal is immune to ghost is immune to normal. Cool, there's a whole gimmick. But like the only relevant ghost move does hit normal.
Yeah.
Because I think the only ghost moves in Gen 1 are Lick, which is completely pointless because by the time you encounter Pokemon, like ghost type Pokemon, Lick's base power is so weak, nobody's ever going to use it. And the Nightshade.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
they actually made a mistake in Gen 1 and accidentally made Psychic immune to Ghost. And they didn't even notice. Because nobody is going to use Leak on a Psychic Pokemon.
That's right. It was very confusing because only Gengar was available as a ghost type, and it was ghost with poison. So everyone thought that ghost Pokemon were weak against psychic.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people get the kind of misconceptions, or they think they're like rocks good against electric or something because they're all usually ground in Gen 1.
I actually do, even if I know that it isn't. Like, I still feel
Yeah,
that.
you keep thinking like it's going to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aerodactyl is weak to electric. I hope I didn't like. I'm not paying attention. I hope I didn't like go down then up the same stairs, you know?
Oh, no, I don't think you.
Because I'm just kind of tracing the walls. But I think this is like a new area. God, I hope it is. Okay, new trainer is actually a good sign. Like, it's no proof that I haven't been here, but it's like...
Oh, that camera movement when he spots you is something that only this game does.
Oh, the camera looking to see the trainer coming your way?
Yes.
The other ones don't?
No, they don't. Even Emerald.
Actually, even one of the streams that I did, it was a while ago, I was kind of digging through like some older gaming stuff that I have in my shelves, and I got a bundle that had Pokemon Yellow as well as like a really thick special issue of Nintendo Power with like, there was basically a guide to Pokemon Yellow. And I actually checked to make sure like the ghost thing, because they have like a type chart near the end, and it does show ghost as neutral against psychic, which is just not true. Yeah, it shows ghost as neutral, but it's actually psychic is actually immune to ghost if you use it. They just made a mistake. Those guys are absurd. The amount of glitches and stuff that's wrongly implemented in Gen 1 is just comical.
Yes. And also the missing no or missing number has these bird type Pokemon instead of flying.
Yeah, because for some reason they had bird separate for like they didn't just rename birds to flying, they put it somewhere else. It's kind of weird. There's so many weird stuff. But missing though is a kind of fun glitch that you enjoy about games, right?
Yeah, you can also exploit it to obtain stuff.
Yeah, it's so good to get like infinite rare candies. But it's cool that it also messes up your Hall of Fame. So like it leaves a mark of like, oh, you cheated.
Does it? Really?
Yeah, the Hall of Fame gets like glitchy forever. If you catch a missing one. So it leaves a mark like, okay, you cheated, but you're never going to have a Hall of Fame that works. That's cool.
But it freezes or it just show glitch graphics?
I'm pretty sure it's just graphically glitchy.
Oh.
But people used to like say that there was a chance that you'd lose your file if something went wrong, catching missing no or something like that. I don't think that's true. I think it always multiplies like a thing in your bag.
You're in a tight spot, at least on stream, because oh yeah, you overcome Graveler.
Yeah, there was the risk of explosion, but I think we're on our way. I think this is like the last room.
So, are you familiar with Pokemon Stadium animations?
Like the animations in game? Yeah, I played Pokemon Stadium like both 1 and 2 as a kid. I sold 1 to buy 2, but so I remember 2 more.
Yeah, in that game, the explosion move has a really awesome effect, like of speed, and there's these lines, like there's wind coming at your Pokemon and the knockback.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
That was really well animated. I felt like sometimes they got a little carried away, and some of the
Yes.
animations were a little too wacky.
Yeah, for example, Drill Peck. It's like for example, this drill that sounds like a exactly like a drill, but it's
Yeah.
so cartoony.
But I also mean like the Pokemon Zone animations, like they're always doing really crazy stuff. Like they're in the new game, like the 3D games on the main series, they just kind of stand around and do more conservative animations. The Pokemon Stadium, they were like, okay, we're seeing these things that were just a tiny sprite, we're making them in 3D, let's make them do wacky stuff.
Yes.
So like Alakazam, whenever it gets knocked back,
Oh, the finger thing.
yeah, it falls, then lies on its side like a Looney Tune, kind of tapping its fingers, then levitates, still lying on its sides, back to the normal position, then stands up. It does
I
that
think that's amazing.
I mean, it's a fun animation, but it does it every time.
Yes, that's
If you're
true.
going to see the animation over and over and over again, it needs to be something a little bit shorter and more plausible that they would be doing the same thing over. Like that's kind of weird that it always does that.
Yeah, and also that game, it gets very tiring with animations that long because chances are that you will repeat lots of battles if
Yeah.
you use rental Pokemons.
It's crazy
Pokemon.
difficult. Even like the higher, the hardest challenges in the game, even with custom raised Pokemon, are really difficult. Like it's
That's right.
ridiculous the difference in difficulty from anything in the main games back in the day. Like there was nothing hard in the main games back in the day. They were completely a breeze, all the way through.
Yes.
And then Pokemon Stadium was absurd. It was so
Yeah.
difficult, and you had to fight like 5 people in a row, and if you lose, you have to start over. And the battles take forever, and the teams are really, really good.
It was so unfair.
This battle might be impossible.
Because
I
you can
should have
have
saved.
like a you can have like a Blastoise and will have like water gun, but then your rival will have the same Blastoise but with Hydro Pump.
Do I just reset?
What? What happened?
Take a look. It's kind of obscured my attack. My only attacking move is Thunder Shock.
Oh,
I could growth and then like try to struggle, but no, I'd have to use 24 Thunder Shocks. That's ridiculous. It'll kill me 1,000 times. I think this is going to be the end of the stream.
yeah, but if not, we'll have a long time here. So yeah, I think it's a good spot.
This is I've come up against a wall pretty much. So this will be a reset, and we'll start from the reset next time. Oh yeah, that was done. I saved just a while ago. It won't be that long of a reset when I noticed that I only had Thundershock. But then I beat another trainer, so I think I only lost one trainer. I'm going to have the obnoxious thing, and I might just do this off stream. So if next stream starts with me out of Rock Tunnel, it's because I spared you guys backtracking in the dark.
We'll reach the promised land of Lavender Town. So
Yeah, I will just be there probably next stream, so I don't annoy people coming in. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us as always. For a change, I am not in a rush, so I will just really quickly look
Oh.
for who I can stream. Or are you on? You're not on, right?
audio is
Yeah, it glitched out a bunch. I think it's because I was using up the internet to like open Chrome.
oh, everything got very choppy on your end. That's it.
Yeah, I can
what
feel
did you
it.
say?
I'm just going to look. I was just going to look for someone to raid, but I'm just going to raid this person here. I have
Okay.
like only one artist on, so I'm going to do the raid. Thanks to everyone for joining us today. Goodbye. Have a good one, guys. So
Bye
yeah,
bye.
I'll probably like every other day, like days when I'm not streaming, I'll try to do like much shorter bits of Pokemon. But I'll do this whole test playthrough on stream for you guys. Even if you guys can catch it at the time, it will be on VODs. So yeah, we're going to raid someone who's doing just art, just doing some icons. So you guys have a great rest of your Sunday and see you soon. Bye. Anyway, actually takes a second. So yeah, I'll also by Orlek, I'm going to turn off the Discord and the raid will start.
Bye bye. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Have a great one.
Anytime.
Bye bye.
Feel free to join in.